What's up, guys? This is Mr. Madolche coming at you with a new deck profile. I haven't really found any of these deck profiles on YouTube lately, so I kind of figured maybe I'd make one from scratch and see how it tested. It actually tested pretty decent against Gokis, although it does kind of stall out, so I'll have to find a different synergy to run with this deck, obviously. But I'll go ahead and just get it started on the main deck. We run 3 Liliths because this deck is really trap heavy when you run Paleo, and you can always search out if you run like 3 Torrential Tribute, which we do run, so it's really fun to pull that out on your opponent and let him choose, obviously, 3 of the same card. I run 2 Wicked Warden because I feel like, I do need Lair of Darkness to hand sometimes, but I don't need too many Terraformings because it does kind of clog. I run 2 Darkest Diablos because obviously, it does clog at 3, but getting these in your grave is actually pretty fun to use along with Lair of Darkness, plus you get the tokens. 2 Ghetto? I think it's Ghetto. But this is basically a hand trap during the battle phase. You can drop it, gain 1,000 life points, and target a monster and gain 1,000 attack. So, I mean, who doesn't want 1,000 free life points plus an extra 1,000 on your beaters? I play 1 Battle Fader because obviously, it's a hand trap. 1 Jester because he's actually kind of like a Cyber Dragon, except for even if you have a card on field, you can still special him from hand. 1 Dark Grafer so you can send your Darkest Diablos in your hand to the graveyard, and that way you can use this graveyard effect after using other effects on field. 1 Destrudo, because I do like to use tuners, and I feel like Synchros haven't died in this meta, but it actually is pretty good when it's in your graveyard too, because you can bring them out and get a link off of them by paying half your life points. Armageddon Knight, that's obvious, it's a Foolish Burial. Tour Guide, it's always fun to use Tour Guide to bring out Lilith, and then sacrifice Tour Guide on Lilith's effect to bring out free trap monsters, and then 1 Cyber Dragon. I know it's weird, but with Lair of Darkness on field, you can actually turn that into a dark monster and still get off all that, plus your extra summon and a link off of without having to use your normal summon. On to the spells. I only run a few because it's really trap heavy. 3 Lair of Darkness, obviously. Why not run 3 Lair of Darkness? Is a really good card to run in a deck like this, especially when it's like a burn deck. 1 Soul Charge. I do like to use Soul Charge on occasion, but most of the time I do like to get my battle phases in when I can't burn. 2 Enemy Controller, because this is just wicked, because you can always tribute your opponent's monsters, and then still take control of your opponent's monsters because of Lair of Darkness Enemy Controller combo. 1 Terraforming, obviously, because I have 2 Terraformings because of Wicked Warden. Upstart, you don't want to give your opponent too many life points, so sometimes I do want to side that out for like another duality. 1 Reborn, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Desires. I'm thinking about taking this out for another trap card that I'll show you guys later in this video. And 1 Pot of Duality to finish off the spells. Sometimes I don't need special, sometimes I just need a little kick to grab a lot of traps in hand. On to the traps. 3 Torrential Tribute. Why not? You can play it at 3, why not play it at 3? 2 Deck Devastation Virus, because sometimes I don't get those big heavy beaters on field, so I like to keep that on occasion if I need to side it out. 2 Breakthrough Skill, it's searchable, plus you can stop like Gokis, Altergeist, all kinds of shit in the meta right now that you want to really stop. 2 Paleo Dino, Dino, I call it Dino. But you can get a free Banish, and then you can activate any one of those traps and still bring it back as a monster. So why not you do it? Lost Wind, it's really fun to use on your opponent. It negates their effects, and then you also half its attack. 1 Leech, because I really love targeting some of my banished stuff to bring it back, because I always need to. Like when I use when I use the Paleo's effect to banish themselves, I can use that to bring it back to the graveyard and then get their effects off again. 3 monsters. And 1 Morel, because I mean, when I target trap cards and send them to the graveyard, I can get off free Paleos to special. I probably should run more Paleos to make this an actual Darkness Paleo deck, but right now I just feel like these run pretty well at this point. 1 Crush card, 1 Ring of Destruction, 1 Virus, 1 Eradicator, and 1 Loop. I do like running Loop, but I feel like if I had this more in my first turns, then I'd be able to burn a lot more. And I'd be able to get my Loop combos to destroy. So I think instead of running the 1 Pot of Desires, I'm going to run 2 Loop of Destruction by replacing Desires. I do run 45 cards in that deck because I kind of like to have a little bit of monster with my traps. I don't like to go too trap heavy. For my Synchros, I run Yugioh Guardian, Clear Wing, and Crimson Blader, just because I like to keep a variety. You never know what Destrudo is going to drop down to. 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Space Insulator, Proxy Dragon, 2 Lance Burst, because sometimes the tokens get overwhelming. 1 Underclock, 1 Link Karibo, just to get rid of Battle Fader if I ever end up normal summoning him, because I never know, sometimes I do weird plays like that. And 1 Trigate Wizard. For my Exceeds, I run 1 number 41 Taper. It's really good. When you switch it to defense mode, it targets all your opponent's monsters, and it basically blocks their attacks. Then I run 1 Opa and 1 Omna. I only use these to get rid of the traps, plus I can recycle my paleo traps, so, why not run it? I'm going to get onto the side deck real quick. Right now I only have 10 cards in my side deck because I'm not sure exactly what to run at this point. So I just kind of like brain farted one of these together. I play 3 Full Force Virus because, who doesn't like to get off that extra destruction. 2 Face Offs because Time Lords are actually an anti-meta thing now. 2 Loops, which one of those will probably be put in from Desires. 1 more Leech, 1 Judgment, and 1 Unwavering Bound because I really, really hate Pen Magicians. And then I have all these tokens because you always bring out tokens, so always make sure you have some kind of tokens in your deck because Lair of Darkness is a thing. Go ahead and leave a like, and go ahead and subscribe for more deck profiles. I will be bringing you guys duels here soon. And go ahead and comment down below what you think I should run in the deck. I'm always curious to hear you guys' comments. See you guys next time.